Good morning, class. So today recorded lecture tayo dahil nasa Batangas kami for PSQ Quiz B. So panoorin niyo tong recorded discussion. It will serve as our discussion for today. And then magpapatake home ako ng assignment and it will be passed by Friday sa face-to-face po natin. And ito yung gagamitin nyo in your performance test ha. So make sure na panoorin po ninyo. Okay, so our topic today, class, is the business and consumer loan. Okay, so here, the need for loan, bakit ba naglo-loan ng isang tao, isang individual, or isang business owner? Okay, for an individual, naglo-loan sila to purchase a product na hindi nila kayang bilihin in cash. But for business owner, naglo-loan sila, one good reason is for the expansion of their business. And now, we have two types of loan. Number one is yung tinatawag po natin na consumer loan. Okay, followed by yung number two, yung tinatawag naman natin na business loan. Okay, but first, define po muna natin si consumer loan. Consumer loan is a loan intended for a personal, individual, or families. Ano ba yung mga niloloan ng isang individual or ng isang families? For example, class, a loan for a housing loan, car loan, ano pa, appliances loan, yung mga gadget loan. So, papasok yan under a consumer loan. While for a business loan, ito yun yung second type of loan that is intended for a business purposes. Wherein dito, malaki na yung interest. Kasi nga, hindi mo lang siya niloloan sa isang business owner, hindi mo lang siya niloloan sa tao, niloloan mo siya in a bank wherein kailangan mo na ng requirements para ma-approve ka doon sa loan application mo. Okay, and here we have a definition of terms na may encounter natin all throughout our discussion. Bigay natin, number one, we have capital letter R, which is the amount of each payment. Yung capital letter R class, we also call this one as a periodic payment. Tatandaan nyo ha. And also amortization. Okay? Small letter R, yan pa rin yung rate of annuity natin, yung may percent sign. And yung M natin, that is the period per year. Yung N, that is the number of payment in an annuity, which is the formula is M times T. Okay, and then yung I po natin is the interest per conversion period, which is R over M naman yung formula niya. Okay, and then lastly, we have PV or the present value of ordinary simple annuity. Ito yung outstanding balance mo. Okay, so ito yung letter M natin. Tandaan nyo ha, sa letter M, magpo-fall lang po yan sa apat. Pwedeng monthly, that is equal to 12, quarterly, equal to 4, semi-annual, 2, annual, or annually, that is equal to 1. Yan lang po iikot yung value ng M natin, wala nang iba. Okay, so here, first, let's define amortization. So when we say amortization class, that is defined as the combined payment of principal and the interest in sequence of equal installment payment. Tatandaan nyo ha, when we say amortization, yung capital letter R kanina, that is the sequence of equal installment payment. Ibig sabihin, for example, pag nag-rent ka ng bahay, di ba may sequence of equal installment payment yon. Okay, pag monthly yung pinili mo, monthly nagbabayad ka ng equal amount. Kung 10,000 yan kada buwan, okay, it should be equal kada buwan din siya na 10,000. Okay, so yun yung tinatawag natin na amortization. Okay, and in your performance task, you need to make an amortization schedule. Okay, so bigay po muna tayo ng example dito. But before that, syempre, bigay natin yung formula. So here are the formulas. Ang kakailanganin lang po nating formula is the formula for periodic payment, yung capital letter R. So, capital letter R is equal to PV, the present value, over 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative n over the value of I. Okay, ito lang po yung kailangan nating formula para ma-solve natin yung kailangan natin. Okay, so let's give a problem. Problem number one, Francis acquired a business loan of 120,000 to be amortized by equal payment at the end of each 3 months for 3 years at 10% interest compounded quarterly. Solve for a periodic payment. Alam natin na ang periodic payment ay yung capital letter R. So, ibig sabihin, yan po yung nawawala. So, ito yung formula natin sa taas. Isa-isa nating ibigay class yung ating given. Yung 120,000 class, that is the present value. Okay, so yung present value natin is equal to 120,000. Okay, yung 3 years, of course, that is the time. Yung 3 months class, hindi yan included ha. 4 kasi yung nakalagay. Kung end yan, di 3 years and 3 months. 4 siya. Okay, yung R natin, 10%. Converted into decimal, we will get 0.1 or 0.10. Okay, lastly, yung M po natin, sabi dito, compounded quarterly. Okay, based dun sa binigay nating given numerical values. Di ba pag quarterly, 4 po yun. So that is equal to 4. Okay, now since meron na tayong given, solve na natin yung N natin. Okay, N is equal to M multiply by T. Okay, so your M is 4 multiply by time, which is 3, so that is equal to 12. Okay, while your I is equal to R over M, your R is 0.10, while your M is equal to 4. Dividing the two, okay, divide po natin sa ating scientific calculator. 0.10 divided by 4, it will give us the value of, i-SD nyo lang para maging decimal, 0.025. So, 0.025. Kompleto na yung kailangan natin para ma-solve yung periodic payment natin. Okay, so from here, let's move to our solution. Gamitin po natin yung formula para makapag-substitute tayo. So that is R is equal to yung PV natin, that is 120,000 over 1 minus quantity of 1 plus 0.025 raised to negative 12 over 0.025. Then close parenthesis tayo. Okay, so papaano po natin yan itatype sa ating scientific calculator? So sabayan nyo ako ha para makakuha kayo ng same answer. I-practice nyo rin po siya sa inyong scientific calculator and hanggat maaari mag-provide kayo ng scientific calculator na programmable. Okay, the first thing you need to do is to create a fraction form. And then sa taas, i-type nyo po yung 120,000. Sa baba, create ulit ng fraction form. Kailangan ganun yung process na sundan nyo ha. Then after that, type 1 minus, open parenthesis 1, plus 0.025, close parenthesis, then x, tapos may box sa taas yung exponent. Click negative 12, then after that, arrow down, which is 0.025, then press equal sign. From here, we will get 11,000. Okay, lagay natin yung pinakakabuuan. R is equal to, then don't forget to write the peso sign ha. 11,698.4554. Bakit nilagay ko yung lahat ng decimal? Kasi class, kapag gumawa tayo ng amortization schedule, kailangan kompleto lahat ng decimal kasama. Okay, bakit kompleto dapat? Para pag nag-solve tayo, magiging equal sa 0 yung outstanding balance natin. So, mamaya ipapakita ko yun sa inyo. Okay, next problem class. isabay na rin natin yung amortization schedule natin. So, define ko muna si amortization schedule. Ayan, so yan yung final answer. Okay, so when we say amortization schedule class, that is presented in a table format. Okay, which state the amount to be paid, interest, and then the diminishing principal. In other word, it provides information on how much amount should be paid every period. Okay, dito pinapakita para maging transparent yung umutang at inutangan kung magkano ba yung interest na ina-apply nila sa kada bayad mo, kada equal sequence of equal installment payment. Okay, so mamaya ibibigay natin yung details doon sa table natin. Okay, magbigay muna tayo ng problem para ma-apply natin ito. Okay, problem number 2, a consumer loan of 75,000 is to be paid every 6 months for 2 years with the interest rate of 15%. How much is the semi-annually amortization? So, ganun pa rin. Yung periodic payment pa rin po yung hinahanap. Okay. Another term is amortization ha for capital letter R. Okay, so in number two problem, still we are asked to find capital letter R. So, state po natin yung mga given. We have the present value that is equal to 75,000. We have the time, which is equal to 2 years. Yung ating rate of interest, that is equal to 0.15 kasi 15%. And then yung M po natin, semi-annually, and that is equivalent to 2 as its numerical value. So now let's compute for the value of N. The formula for N is M times T. Therefore, N is equal to 2 multiplied by 2. So, we have 4 as the value of N. Okay, I naman po tayo. I is equal to R over M. So, here we have 0.15 divided by 2. Okay, i-compute natin sa ating scientific calculator. Kaya mahalaga class na meron kayong scientific calculator. Okay, 0.15 na doble yung point divided by 2. So that is equal to 0.075. Now, kompleto na po yung ating given. We can now proceed in identifying the value of R. So, from here, class, let's move to our solution. Okay, R in its formula is equal to PV over 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative n over the value of I. So, ito po yung formula natin. Now, substitute pa natin. We have 75,000 over 1 minus 1 plus 0.075 raised to negative 4 over 0.075. So, ganito yung magiging process po natin. Okay, then after that, ilagay na natin sa ating scientific calculator. Fraction ulit. 75,000 sa baba. Create a fraction again. 1 minus open parenthesis 1 plus 0.075 close parenthesis raised to negative 4 over 0.075. Class, kung nabibilisan kayo sa pag-type, pwede nyo namang i-slow yung speed para masundan nyo kung paano tinatype sa scientific calculator, ha? Okay, so equal po natin. It will give us the value of capital letter R natin, which is equal to 22,392.56315. Ito na po yung ating periodic payment. Ibig sabihin, sa kada bayad niya, okay, ito yung kanyang binabayaran hanggang matapos ng 2 years, kasi yung time natin yung 2 years, yung kanyang pagbabayad. Okay, and semi-annually daw yung pagbabayad niya, ibig sabihin, 2 beses sa isang taon. Okay? Now, papaano naman yung tinatawag natin na amortization schedule? Ito po yung amortization schedule natin. Ipakita ko muna. Ayan. So, this one class is an example of amortization schedule. Ayun yun, yung 22,000 na na-compute natin kanina. Ayan yung periodic payment. Now, in amortization schedule class, yung mga column natin is number one, we have the period, we have the periodic payment, okay, we also have the interest. Okay, move ko lang para maano natin, masulatan natin. Interest, after interest, we have, okay, erase lang natin to. I don't know bakit may ganyan siya. Ayaw niya ma-erase. Okay, so sige, move na natin class. Okay, after interest, we have amount to be paid. And then lastly, we have the outstanding. Okay, outstanding balance. Okay, kompleto na class yung ating table. So, gagawin ko na lang table para maipapakita ko sa inyo. Okay, so here is our table class at yun yung sagot na na-compute natin. Okay, so from our table, gawa po muna ako ng column. Ayan. So, ito lahat yung makikita natin, dapat nating makita sa table natin. Okay, now, paano ba natin nalalaman kung ilang row? Kasi yung column, ito na yun eh, as is na siya. Paano natin malalaman kung ilang row yung ating kailangang gawin? Okay, so magre-rely tayo, class, sa value ng n natin. Uulitin ko ha, magre-rely po tayo sa value ng n. Okay, para ma-solve natin, bakit may gumaganon? Okay, para ma-solve natin, class, yung ating given table. Okay, wait, i-erase natin. I don't know bakit may ganyan. Hindi siya matanggal. Ano kayang nangyari dyan? Yun. Yan, hayaan nyo nang nandyan siya. Ay, hindi. Okay, wait lang class. Nagkaroon lang ng technical problem. I don't know bakit may block something siya. Anuhin na lang natin. Wait lang ha. Kukunin ko na lang itong ginawa nating table. Yan. Tapos, palakihin lang natin ng 89. Okay, then after that, let's paste it here. Okay, so paste natin dito dahil nagkakaroon ng something dun, blue. I don't know kung ba't nangyayari yun. Okay, so ito na. Okay na yung ating table. Okay, so now, if finalize lang po natin yung table natin. Sabi ko sa inyo kanina, Okay, yung value ng yung number ng rows natin nakadepende sa kung ilan yung value ng n natin. Okay, doon sa ating previous dito sa ating previous solution solving, yung value ng n natin class is equal to 4. Bakit? 'Di ba m times t? Okay, yung m mo ay 2, yung t mo ay 2 years din. So 2 times 2 that is equal to 4. Kaya apat na rows yung meron tayo. Okay, so create lang na tayo ng apat na rows. From here, we have mm, dito dalawa and dalawa dito. Okay, so we have here first period, period 1, period 2, period 3, and period number 4. Again ha, itong number of rows nakadepende sa value ng n na meron po tayo. Now, yung periodic payment natin is, ito po yun, yung na-solve natin kanina. Yung 22,392, so sulat na natin, 22,392 point, kailangan ilagay natin lahat ng decimal niya, 56315. 56315. Ito po lahat. Wala tayong iiwan na decimal values. So, ilagay natin. So, from first payment hanggang sa second payment, parehas yung binabayaran nila. Okay, up until third payment, syempre hanggang matapos yung pinag-usapan yung taon, same pa rin po yung binabayaran, which is 22,392.56315. Now, papaano po natin mako-compute yung interest, yung amount to be paid, and even the outstanding balance? Okay, so dito, ilalagay natin yung formula. We assume that the periodic payment is yung capital letter P po natin. Okay, yung I, siya naman po yung capital letter I, yung interest. Okay, yung amount to be paid, siya naman po yung AP natin, short for amount to be paid. Then your outstanding balance, OB naman po yan. Okay? Now, your outstanding balance is the value of your PV or present value. And based on our given, the present value is equal to 75,000. Yun yung ilalagay natin dito. Okay, we have the present value that is equal to 75,000. Okay, now ang formula po nila for interest, the formula is capital letter I is equal to your outstanding balance multiply by small letter I. Kung natatandaan nyo kanina, yung small letter I natin ay R over M. O ang R mo ay 0.15 divided by 2. Okay, ang na-compute natin dyan, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, ay 0.075. So, let us check. Okay, correct. So, 0.075. Ito yung gagamitin natin na small letter I class. Okay, tatandaan nyo ha, yung mga given values natin. Now, to compute for amount to be paid, we simply subtract yung P. Okay, amount to be paid is equal to P, yung periodic payment, minus yung interest po natin. Okay, and to get the new outstanding balance, so lagay natin outstanding balance na new. Okay, you need to subtract outstanding balance old to your amount to be paid. Okay, yung old mo, syempre, ayun yun, yung 75,000. Okay, so gawin po natin ito using our scientific calculator. Okay, so from here, dito ko lang ilagay si scientific calculator para hindi siya nakakasagabal. Okay, move lang po natin para may space tayo for a cycle or scientific calculator. Okay, then let's move. Okay, wait lang class. Ayan. And your scientific calculator. Move lang natin dito. Okay? So, let's start our solution. So, sabi dito class, the formula for I is OB times I. Ang OB natin, syempre, 75,000. Okay, times I, which is 0.075. It will give us 5,625. So, lalagay natin 5,625. Wala tayong iiwan class na decimal. Pangalawa, to get the amount to be paid, yung P natin, which is yung na-solve natin na periodic payment, minus yung I na na-solve din natin kanina. So, we have 22,392.56315 minus yung ating 5,625 na interest. And it will give us 16,767.56315. Okay, so kompleto na po. Now, to get the new outstanding balance based on the formula given above, okay, so that is the old outstanding balance which is yung 75,000 minus, okay, minus yung ating AP, yung amount to be paid na na-compute natin, which is 16,767.56315. Okay, so i-click po natin. It will give us the value of 58,232.43 643,685. Ito na po yung magiging bago mong outstanding balance. Okay? So, punta ka ulit sa interest. Yung na-compute mo na outstanding balance, i-times mo lang siya sa 0.075. It will give you class 4,367.432,764. Okay, kompleto dapat yung decimal ha. Para kahit may discrepancy, okay lang. Basta 0.000, kung may values, okay lang yon. Okay, so next po tayo, gawin lang natin yung ginawa natin kanina. I-subtract lang natin tong P sa ating interest na na-compute. So, 22,392.56315 minus the computed interest, which is 4,367.432,764. Okay, and it will give us 18,025.13039. Okay, then after that, subtract na po natin yung old outstanding balance. Ito yon yung nasa first row naman, yung 58,232.43685 minus 18,025.13039. Okay, then after that, it will give us the value of 40,207.30646. Okay, kung nakikita nyo class, kung na-observe nyo, paulit-ulit lang, repeating lang yung ginagawa po natin. Okay, so next, doon naman tayo sa third row. Same lang ng ginawa natin sa first and second row. Yung nakuha mong bagong outstanding balance, i-times mo na agad yan sa 0.075, which is yung small letter I natin. And it will give us 3,015.547985. Okay, ito na po yung given interest natin. Now, ganun po ulit, AC lang natin, 22,392.56315 56315 minus 3,015.547985. Okay, and it will give us the amount to be paid of 19,377.01517. Okay, then after that, we need to subtract this one from 40,207.30646 minus yung amount to be paid po natin na 19,377.01517. Okay, and it will give us 20,830.29129. Wag mo nang back to zero. Multiply mo na ulit ito sa 0.075. Okay, so the answer is 1,562.27 271,8 271,847. Then subtract po ulit natin to get the new amount to be paid, 22,392.56315 minus 1,562.271,847. Then equals po natin, it will give us 20,830.2913. Okay, rounded off na siya. May napapansin ba kayo, class? Kapag ito ay minus ko dito, tignan niyo yung whole number niya, 20,830. 20,830. Same lang sila. So, pag minus, alam natin na that is equal to 0. So, try natin i-minus 20,830. Yun nga lang, may discrepancy siya na maliit. Pero okay lang, pag ni-round off natin, dapat maging equal pa rin sa 0. Okay, 20,830.2913. Naka-rounded off na kasi ito. So, it will give us a negative 0. Pag minove natin yan dito, magiging negative 0.000005. Pag ni-round off mo yan, disregard nyo lang yung negative kasi wala namang negative 0. That is equal to 0 pa rin. Ang mahalaga, nag-i-equal po siya sa 0. Okay lang na may discrepancy na maliit. Kunwari, ito yung sagot natin. Di ba pag negative class to the left, so magmumove ako ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kaya ang magiging sagot natin dyan ay negative 0.00001. Which is pag ni-round off ay equal pa rin sa 0. Ayun po yung goal natin, to make okay, our payment outstanding balance equal to 0. Okay, may discrepancy man, pero pag ni-round off mo, dapat mag-equal pa rin po sa 0. And you need to disregard negative na lang. Okay? So, sa inyong gagawin na assignment, pakisagutan po ito. Ayan, ito yung class. Yan, you can screenshot. Ayan, nag-equal siya sa 0. Ayan. So, ito naman po, you need to solve for periodic payment as well as gagawin nyo yung kanyang amortization table. Okay, pa-screenshot po ako. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so thank you class. Now, kung hindi pa kayo nagugrupo, uulitin ko ha, kung hindi pa po kayo nagugrupo sa inyong performance task, pa-create na lang po ng groups, president, si president na lang. Okay, 5 groups. Maliban lang sa STEM 11-4, 3 groups lang ang i-create nyo kasi konti lang kayo. Okay, si President na lang po ang mag-create ng group and then volunteer na lang sa magiging leader. Okay, so explain ko po muna yung performance task. Yung performance task nyo class is a collaboration of pre-calculus and general mathematics. Okay? So, here is your performance test. So, collaboration siya ng GenMath as well as yung pre-calculus. So, students will make a promotion about the product like car, house, condominium, any product class na applicable yung loan. Kailangan applicable yung loan ha. At kayo yung magiging company owner. So, ibig sabihin, you need to create your own company name, company mission, vision, the history and background of the company, as well as the amortization schedule. Kayo ang magsiset. Okay, kayo ang magsiset ng present value niya, ng rate of interest niya, ng time, ng M, kayo po yun. Tapos kayo yung mag-solve. Kita nyo sa amin, ipe-present nyo po sa amin. Now, ano yung kailangan nyong ipasa? Okay, so you need to create a PowerPoint presentation as well as a brochure. Wag na yung pamphlet class, brochure na lang. Ano po yung brochure? Yung brochure class, kung lahat naman kayo nalalagid sa mga mall, di ba? Kung nakikita niyo yung sa mall, na mga nagbebenta ng house and lot or condominium, nagbibigay sila ng brochure wherein yung brochure na yan pwedeng two-fold, three-fold, andun lahat yung information about doon sa binibenta nila. At yung information na kailangan makita ko is ito class, yung nakabullet na 4 na yan. Okay, name of the company, mission, vision, history of the company, and then the amortization schedule. Ang amortization schedule, ito po yun, yung ginawa natin ganito. Okay, so kayo po ang magbibigay ng lahat ng values. Kayo rin ang magko-compute. Ang gagawin ko lang is I will check if your computation is correct. Okay? Now, hindi kayo magpe-present actual. I-video nyo lang yung presentation nyo. And then after that, you need to submit the video on November 23. Maliwanag po tayo ha. November 23 yung magiging submission po ninyo. Okay, so ano yung sa pre-cal doon? Yung sa pre-cal class, kung ano yung napili nyong product, gagawin nyo siya ng miniature. Okay, yung maliit na ano niya talaga, structure niya. Kunwari, house and lot. Okay, gagawa rin kayo ng miniature na bahay. Okay, so for more details, pwede nyong tanungin yung pre-calculus teacher ninyo about the miniature na ipapasa po ninyo. Pero sa akin, ang ipapasa nyo lang is the PowerPoint presentation, soft copy of brochure, and then hard copy of brochure, and then your video presentation. You need to make a video ha kung paano nyo ibebenta yung product na yan. Okay? So, assume nyo na ako yung bibili at dapat convince nyo ako na i-avail ko yung product ninyo. Okay? So, andito po yung procedure. Ayan, create a promotional presentation. Your goal is to design a presentation that effectively promotes your chosen business or product to attract client or investor. Hindi kayo nagre-report ha. Okay, nagbe-business proposal po kayo. Okay, so any animated video, okay lang. Ayan yung materials. Hindi na po pamphlet, brochure na lang po yung gagawin ninyo. Ayan, ito, yung create a miniature. Ito po yung magiging project ninyo sa pre-calculus subject. Okay? The target date originally is 11 to 16 but due to suspension, ang dami nating naging suspension, i-adjust po natin ng 23. Okay, so 23 will be the deadline of submission. President, iiwan ko sa inyo yung responsibility na mag-create ng group ha. Kung hindi pa kayo nag-group sa pre-cal teacher ninyo, create a group. Tapos on Tuesday, face-to-face, kung may pasok kayo, puntahan nyo ako sa faculty. Ibigay nyo sa akin yung list ng groups as well as yung members po natin. Isasend ko po ito sa inyong canvas. Talagang inuna kong i-discuss ito kahit ito ay pangalawa kasi para masimulan nyo na yung inyong performance task. Baka kasi mabitin tayo, magahol tayo sa oras. Okay? Class, may kadugtong pa na discussion yung recorded. Ito muna ha, ihahabol ko na lang. Siguro by Saturday kasi bukas ay pupunta nga kami sa Batangas for PSQ Quiz B kasi kami yung mga coaches doon so kailangan na andoon kami. Okay, ihahabol ko na lang class by Saturday. Ayan, so yung assignment nyo, wag nyo kakalimutan ha, ito po yun. In a bond paper short, kailangan kong makita yung amortization schedule. Pa-portrait po yung bond paper short with 0.5 inches border. Portrait po tayo ha. Okay, kompletong decimal, wala kayong ira-round off. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you, class.